Bombadoo, everybody! Hello! Hello! Hello, Bismuth. Howdy. Okay. So, we're getting to the point in the game where... Oh, hold on. Game? Okay. My controller is working. For a second there, I thought my controller wasn't working. But it is. Okay. So, I do need to adjust the volume a little bit, though. There we go. Okay. How is thy well-being? My well-being is pretty good, I would say. I would say it's pretty good. I got me some wowders to last me while we play. I'm trying to remember what we need to do next in the game. I don't remember exactly. We are at the point where, while I have beaten this game, I'm not as familiar with this stuff from this point in the game onward, because I've played every of the original. Hello? Hello? Hello, is everything better now? Everything seems to be better now. Okay. So anyway. I've beaten the first 10 Final Fantasies, each of them at least once. But it wasn't actually that weird. It's just I had a VPN on and it was messing with the connection, so I had to mess with it a little bit. So while I've beaten the first 10 Final Fantasies, I've only beaten each of them well, some of them I've beaten more than once, but most of them I've only beaten once. And while I've only beaten them once, I've played them all many times, where I have started them and then kept playing and then got distracted by something, because, you know, the ADHD do be like that. And so up to this point in this stream, I've been going through content from Final Fantasy IV that I have done many times. Like, many times. I've played through that portion of the game so many times. We are now at the point where I have only done from this point onward, like, maybe twice, and only actually reached the end once, technically. So I'm a lot less clear on everything from here onward, so we're gonna have to rely on walkthroughs a little bit, so I apologize. Also, from this point onward, we're going to need to start considering what is the side content that we're going to want to do before we reach the end, because this game does have a few things that you do not have to do in order to complete the game, things that you can technically miss if you don't do them before you fight the final boss. I'm pretty sure you can go back and do all of them. Like, once you unlock the ability to get to the final boss, you can technically go back and do any of those things. But we'll just have to decide which ones of those things matter enough to us that we're going to take the time to, you know, actually do them before we fight the final boss. So mostly things like getting some of the extra summons that Rydia doesn't get automatically, things like that. Uh, Now, really quick, I need to figure out what we're doing next. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum. Okay. So I think, okay, we did the first part of the Tower of Babel. And we lost Yang, and then we also lost Sid. Oh ho! Oh ho ho! Yay! Okay, okay, I remember what we're doing now. I remember what we're doing now. A little bit, at least. We're doing something that I've been excited about for a while. Come on, let's get on the airship. Okay, so we gotta go up here, back to Baron. We need to go into the castle, and we're gonna find... Come on, let me in. Thank you. I think it's these guys over here. We need to talk to them. I think we go this way to get to them, I think. Yes. All right. What's down here in this secrety secret? Ether, the unicorn no tsuno, Phoenix no Phoenix down, another Phoenix down. Okay. Thank you. All right. Secrets are secreting. I love finding me some little secrets. 엔터프라이즈に取り付けるように。なに問いまです。Okay. Yes, I just needed to talk to him. All right. So now they're going to install something on the airship that is going to be very handy. If you can remember, much earlier in the game when we had to use the hover ship to travel around, we still technically need to use that because with the way that the world map in this game is designed, the airship has some places where it cannot land, technically. And so in order to get to some places that we still technically have not gotten to, これで、ホバー線を、ひま上げて移動できます。Okay, so they're just telling me that now the airship is going to be able to pick up the hovercraft and we'll be able to like move it from place to place, and that way we can technically use it to get over some of the places that the airship cannot actually get to. And that way we will be able to get to some of the other places that we need to get to. So, yippee! We need to go grab that. Okay. And if I remember correctly, I think it is somewhere around here. Yes. Okay. What is the button that we need to push to do that? I can't remember. We just press A? Yes, we just press A. Okay, so Now we can pick up the hovercraft and we can take it wherever we want to. So, with that, like for instance, we haven't been able to get to this little island cave thing. We can do that now, technically. I don't think we want to, but we can. So we can do that later. I think for now we just want to go to Evelyn. Which I think... Where were you? Where was Evelyn? Evelyn, you were... Hold on, I'm gonna check a world map. No. Okay, so we're going... We're going to Evelyn, and then specifically we're going to the cave near Evelyn, which is what we need the hovercraft for. So, let me figure out where Evelyn is. Yes, Theodore, I love you. Where is Evelyn? Ah, okay. Down in that corner over there. Okay, so we got to go, I think, this way. Whee! Okay, yeah. Because it's this cave over here we need to get to. So we need to land over here. Gotta put that down. Then we gotta land ourselves. Now, we can get on the hovercraft. And go this way. And that's how we get here. We should probably save real quick. Now that I think about it. Okay. And this is where we're going to get another party member. Or at the very least, we should be getting a new party member pretty soon. Don't you dare. Yippee! Which way do we want to go? Oh no, skeletons. What are they? You just keep doing that, and you just keep doing that too. You just use... Where is it? Ida. Oh my goodness. What status ailment did they inflict him with? Well, hopefully it went away after the battle. Looks like it did. Let's... Oh, hold on. Fade. Steed. Well, it's not. It's small. It's not a small e. So it's. Is it like steed? Steed? Is that how you say steel with it? I don't think that's how you would say it. Aha. Nani yatsu? Nanda ningen ka? Yes, we are human. Hello. Okay, so I think it's like the people of Eblin have taken up refuge inside of this cave, I think is what's going on. Let's not spend money on items right now. Let's just figure out what we're doing. Hokori Eberan no Kami? Shiro o oware imaya kono chi ga warera no chi. Okay? Whatever that means. Ah, and you sell weapons and armor as well. Let's see. Ice shield. Aha! Ice armor. And Kuro no Dobu. Let's see. What's everyone... Do they... You have an ice shield? You already have an ice shield. What about you? You have a mithril shield. I guess I'll go ahead and get you one. And also an ice armor. I don't think you're wearing any of the ice stuff. And is she wearing the robe that they're selling? She is not. Can she equip anything on her head? Apparently she can. Can she equip a shield? At least not any of the ones that we have. Okay, we'll buy one of that, and then one of that, and then one of that, and equip. You. And then... Aha! And then we'll equip her. Wait, is she gonna equip that too? Whatever that is? Hold on. 21 and 12, and then... That's still better for magic, so that would be better for her. Yeah, let's go ahead and sell these. Because I don't want to continue to be running out of room in our inventory. I guess we'll go ahead and get rid of that since it is not going to be joining us anymore. I think that's good enough for now. Probably organize our stuff a little bit. And then, do you have any better weapons? Chikara no tsue. Ice brand. Tori no yari. Kunai. That'll be for someone who will join us later. Boomerang. Irabo and Dokuya. Nah, let's not get that. We'll leave her with the bow and arrow for now. What's in here? Okay. Is there anything in these? Okay. Okasan wa boku ga mamoru. Okay, so your mom protected you. Onaka ni oto. Onaka ni ototo ga imoto ga irunda. Oh, is she pregnant? Am I understanding that correctly? Are you saying that your mother is also pregnant? Maybe I misread what he said. Maybe he said he's. Oh yeah, maybe he's saying like he's protecting his mom because she is pregnant. No, I did that wrong. Don't change anyone's name. I do not need you changing anyone's name. We're not changing anybody's name. That will only make me more confused. You are... What are you doing? Okay. Oh no. That's no good. Hello, Rahbiel. Welcome. Okay, before we continue going that way, I do want to go back and revisit the rest of the cave. Hello, Onyx. How are you? Okay. Oh, Rosa leveled up. Did she just learn haste? Is that what that just said? Oh, hell yeah, she learned haste. I was only out in the heat for a bit and I already got a headache. Fun. Oh no! I'm sorry. That sucks. Da, da, da. Uh, no, she learned heist. Oh. Give me your fucking money. I'm gonna rob a bank? No. Rosa would never. Okay. Oh my god. These fucking encounter rates. Shiromaho. Yes, yeah, you can attack them too. By casting a curative spell upon them. I probably should have chose something a little stronger. It's okay. They're dead now. Cecil leveled up. Hooray! Okay. Heal those wounded souls. That's a good way to think about it. Hello! Let us... Maybe Rosa was the secret thief all along. She's a ranger at best. Yeah. She is a white mage. She is good at that. That's what she should do. But can she use thief skills? Maybe a few. She is Rosa. We're creating a very interesting divergent characterization for her. Let's see what else is in here. Nothing up this way, it looks like. At least here's a treasure chest. And then... Oh, mages can't use bladed weapons, so wouldn't arrows be off limits for her? I guess, by some very strange definition of bladed weapons, arrows don't count. Although, I guess... Well, are white mages able to equip knives in this game? I know they're able to equip them in some, I think. Rosa from the hood. Oh no. Final Fantasy X Fate with all the weird AU character skins. I mean, on a similar note, the recent announcement of the new Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy Resonance, I am pretty excited about that. It looked good. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius back when like the original mobile game was a thing, and I remember liking it for what it was. So the idea of a version of it that doesn't have all the gacha stuff, where I can just buy it and play through it and not have to do all the gacha stuff, I'm pretty cool with that. I'm probably going to end up getting that. Is it I go through here and get this one and then go through a secret wall in this room to get the other one? I think that's what's going to happen. If there's no Ariana Grande, then no deal. I can't agree with that, unfortunately. I think only holy weapons can circumvent the blade restriction. Maybe. Most I remember is they can have stabs, wands, maces, and hammers. I knew it. I haven't watched the trailer in depth, but I was like, isn't that Brave Exvius? Yes, it is. Specifically, if I remember, it's like I think they said like the original Brave Exvius had like 4 seasons to its story, and from what it sounds like, Final Fantasy Resonance is going to be an adaptation of the first season, which means that they're probably going to make sequels to it based on the other ones, which I think is a pretty cool way to do that. And they also said that it's going to be a bit more of an intensive revision than the Octopath Zero. They said that they're going to be making a lot more changes to the story's pacing to make it fit better as like a single player, like single like game purchase instead of a gacha experience. Anyway, I like that SE is doing this trend of making the mobile game stuff not fading into obscurity. Yes, I hope they do that with the Nier game. I would really like for them to do that with the Nier game, because if they do, I will buy it, because I was always interested in that, but I don't play gacha games outside of like the gay ones. I would like that for the Nier reincarnation and for Kingdom Hearts UI. Also that. I would also like it for that too. Okay, you guys can stop. You guys don't need to keep doing that. We get the point. Gameplay changes are fine too. They did also announce that there's, well, I guess even before they announced it, it was just obvious from some of the footage in the trailers, but there is going to be changes to the gameplay in Final Fantasy Resonance. It's D&D. I looked up the reason, and it's related to D&D. That would make sense. Stop. Where is it? Yes. Can't wait for the 9-hour-long Agrabah World and Kingdom Hearts UX remake. Like, I think KHUX becoming like a tactics thing could be fun. Just a weird idea I had a long time ago. That could work. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts UX to know very much about like what they could do different from the gameplay that it had. I know, didn't that one have kind of like a turn-based type of thing going on? I can't remember. Also, hello, Eightfold. How are you? I'm sleepy. I'm sorry that you are sleepy. It's got to turn based, so it gets very brain dead. I mean, that is probably why they're. I mean, that's definitely why they're heavily changing the gameplay for for Final Fantasy Resonance, because Brave Exvius was pretty similar. Okay, now let's hit the inn again. Oyasumi. All right. I had mentioned earlier, but I think at that time, Bismuth might have been the only one who was here. Since we are reaching the point in the game where we're gonna start encountering some of the or we're what I should say is we're reaching the point where we're we're approaching the end. Um which means that we're approaching the point where the game world is going to open up and we're going to be able to do all the optional side stuff that we may or may not want to do. So for those of us who are a bit more familiar with this game, and what those optional things are, we should be thinking about what are the optional things that we want to make sure to do before we reach the end. Moon Clown Horn. Well, I think we will probably end up encountering that song. Must resemble pacifists. If they don't fit that, their power is weakened until they follow the rules of the claw. Ah. Well, I guess bow and arrow sometimes somehow bypasses that, I guess. Forbidden rock, paper, scissors. Boom. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. What element is actually good against these guys? Is Thundara strong against them? I can't remember. I want to believe it is because that's Pokemon logic, but I can't remember. Nope, that was a bad idea. Why does lightning heal them, though? That doesn't make any sense to me. Let's use Blizzara, because I have a feeling that's probably what they're weak against. Maybe not. Oh, whatever. They're dead either way. Okay, now we'll go this way. Yeah. Shuriken? Oh, Shuriken. Okay. Well, that will matter once we get our next character. I don't think our other characters are able to throw the shurikens. High potion. Hello, SBT. Oh no! We're getting a back shot. No! Stop it.
Yes, we need to burn them. We need to burn them very quickly. Okay, good. Hello, SBT. How are you? Really though, for AHUX, like I just don't want the different keyblades go to waste. So like make each keyblade have like a job tied to it, monk, white mage, etc. That would be a good idea. Rydia leveled up. Hooray! Cottage. Eye potion. Is this the way that we're supposed to go? Or is this not the way we're supposed to go? I don't wanna... whatever. I guess if I miss something, I miss something. And... oh, Jesus Christ. How does Blizzaga or Blizzara do against them? Thank God Kurata does so much damage. Oh my God! Why is the encounter rate so incredibly high? Too bad, you're about to die. Take that. Is this the Goon Cave? No. Incorrect. Well, I don't know how to get those. It's in here. Save point. If only. Blue ball cave. All of you are damaged, but I appreciate that. Let us save. Oh my God! And then... I just like coming in with comedic timing. It's very good. I appreciate it. Rosa leveled up. We got more of the Medusa. What are they called? Medusa arrows. Oh. Let's wait a moment. I want to grab some stuff over this way. No! Is it fire? Are they weak to fire? I'm making Quest 64 jokes, but sometimes it makes jokes themselves. That is very fair. Quest 64 is a strange beast. It's very hard for Quest 64 to not be a joke in and of itself. Like the location named Baragoon Cave that has a whole location. Well, that is a great name for a location. Baragoon, huh? Yup. That's the name the name of an actual location in Quest 64. Okay, now we go. So we're about to get another party member. Otoko says, Yato oeta na Ibikante Kyoto iu or Kyoto i yuhi o matte taze. Rubicante says, Ho doka de Otoko says, Otoko just means man, just because we don't know who this guy's name is yet. これがエベランの王子、エッジ様。エッジ様よ。And now we do know his name. His name is Edge. He is the Prince of Ebelin. Okay, yeah. And then they're gonna fight each other. Why would you use fire on him, you dumb bitch? That looks like a Pokemon professor. He does kind of look like Professor Oak in that sprite. He is definitely supposed to be much younger than Professor Oak, though. He's supposed to be like a hot-headed, just finished being a teenager type. Oh. Ruby Conte is just vanishing. I was like, what's happening? I don't remember like anyone exploding or anything. And then yeah, you're weak because we get it. You just lost a battle against a very powerful person. And then we're gonna Rydia's being sad about all the people who have died. If I remember correctly, Edge is kind of dumb. He is very stupid. He's very, very dumb. Conte be an honorable man for a fiend. He tries to be, I think. Or at least he tries to pretend to be. One or the other.
Uh, yeah, Rydia's sad because people keep dying. So everyone's trying to. Okay, Rosa uses Kira to heal Edge, and then he's gonna be a dumb himbo. He says Sankyu. Yeah, the irony of Edge being the fucking ninja prince and using English when he's supposed to be, I guess, Japanese, maybe? His name is fucking Edge Geraldine. Technically, in the Japanese version, his real name is Edgar Geraldine, but they used Edgar as the name for Gilbert in the English version. So in the English version, his name is just Edge Geraldine.
Now he's joining our party. So he's a weeaboo ninja, basically. And honestly, that kind of fits because, like, Edge is the kind of name that, like, a kid in the 90s who wanted to be a ninja would call themselves. They'd be like, my name's Edge. So it kind of works. Especially given that this game did come out in the 90s. Aha, and now we are back in the wretched tower. Ninjutsu. The only one he has right now is the fucking fire ability that he used on the fire guy like an idiot. So I guess you just attack for now. Stop trying to poison us. We do not appreciate it. I mean, that's kind of endearing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this to be like, oh, I dislike Edge. I like Edge. I think he's charming, but he is very stupid. He's if you're familiar with Soul Eater, he's basically just Black Star, but slightly older. Like a slightly older, slightly more mature Black Star. Microsoft Edge foreshadow. Edge is just red colorblind. Okay, so he just can't tell the difference between like red and other colors, so he just thinks it's okay to use. All right. And apparently he can get us through here. So now we are through. We're back in the tower after getting cast out of it. I remember this was an area of the game that I had not reached for a really long time. Onyx, you might be correct. Between him and Yuffie are all ninjas in Final Fantasy, are all ninjas stupid in Final Fantasy. I think that might very well be correct. I don't know what element these guys are weak to, though. I don't want to accidentally cast the wrong thing on them. Please don't die. Oh, she lived. Stupid ninja is actually a pretty common trope. Need I bring up Bang again? Yeah, like there's also Bang, there's also Black Star, Naruto. Lest we forget Naruto. It is funny to me that ninjas are so consistently stupid in Japanese media, considering that Japan is where ninjas came from. You'd think they would want to depict them as being slightly smarter. Okay, so that just takes us to a completely different floor. Before we do that, also, what's the button to change who's on screen? Because I don't wanna be seeing. There we go. I don't want to be seeing Edge on the world map. That's weird. Naruto becomes less stupid as he gets older. I mean, to be fair, I think that's how most of the characters of that trope are supposed to be. Like they're supposed to be characters who are dumb just because they're young and inexperienced. Like even Edge, even though he's pretty sure he's supposed to be an adult, he's still treated as like barely an adult by the oh no. Days. He's still treated as like barely being an adult by characters like Cecil and them because he's younger than them. And we need to heal him. How dare. Oh, it's that fucking egg thing. Are we gonna get a turn? Oh no! It's a Lamia. Really? To her of all people? I was gonna say. Another fun fact, though, most of what we know about ninjas, even from Japan, is highly exaggerated, like shit made up for movies and TV show. True, very, very true. Ah. Historical ninjas are really not that impressive. Like, most of them were normal farmers. Yeah. It is still just funny to me that, like, the whole idea of the ninja originates from Japan, and yet most modern Japanese media is like, they're probably really stupid. Like, they're probably really loud and dumb and annoying. Could you stop doing that? Well, I guess he's not getting experience points for this battle. You have MP to bring him back. Do that. Shit, I didn't mean to back out that far. You can also heal him. There we go. Why did I walk all the way over here? There's nothing over here. really makes the whole Naruto is not a real ninja gatekeeping in the 2000s kind of silly in retrospect. To be fair, I don't think I didn't know very many people who were that serious about it. I think most of them just thought it was funny how much Naruto did not fit the stereotype that Westerners have of ninjas. At least you're not killing them outright this time. Yeah, if I recall, the popular black was never really used. It was just used for stage play since they would literally blend in. I guess that makes sense. Why is our RNG so bad? Why are we getting such bad RNG? Please don't kill. Oh, God. Yay! Okay. Now we need to heal everybody up. Everybody's getting pantsed. Let's see. How's everybody's health? Let's use some items to top everyone else off. Let's check everyone's status, actually. What is your... Skara... Let's see. Oh, you're just also a much lower level. Did not realize that. No, there's nothing else we can sub in. Doesn't look like. Oh, yep, of course, there's monsters. Ah, don't pants me! Alright. Let's go ahead and summon. We haven't summoned in a while. Who should we summon? Try summoning Shiva. I think I just frequented a lot of angry people's channels on old YouTube. That might be fair. That's what Homura looks like now, feeling old. They do kind of have her haircut, do they not? Now just a version with glasses and pigtails. Oh my god. Why? Ifrit. What does Ifrit do? Grandpa didn't do shit. Never mind. They must just be resistant to summons, period. Regardless of element. That's the only thing that makes sense at this point. What about magic? Like just regular magic, like not a summon. Oh god. Okay, never mind. They're just resistant to magic. That's why he was shaking in his boots. Cube sees when he looks at him. Good lord. Olga Kira. Huh. Hold on. Let's get everyone healed up a little bit. Weird they drop the things that kills them. I mean, I guess if they're holding on to it to ensure that it doesn't get to them, make sure it doesn't get used against them, kind of makes sense. Do we go here? No. Hey, big bro, I had one hell of a day. Oh? What happened? Wah, wah. Had an upper and lower indus. Oh, in the morning. Which, in order to take prep for, I had to wake up at 2 a.m. and stay awake. Oh no. I am very sorry. How did it go? Procedure, was it? No. I'm sorry. That sounds very unpleasant. Hey, I thought I'd say hi before bed. Hello, Kage! Welcome! I hope that you rest well. I am also going to have to go to sleep tonight because tomorrow I start at my new job. It's gonna be a morning shift job, which I am not used to, and I'm gonna have to get used to that. I don't like that, but oh well. In general, it went fine. They said everything looked normal, took some biopsies, which is standard apparently. I'm glad that everything seemed to go well. I hope that nothing bad comes of it. Do keep me posted, obviously. Yay, you got a new job. Well, I did. I sure did. Um, I'm not gonna talk about it too much. For reasons. Uh, I'm not super excited about working for a company that I got a job for, but one must do what one must do. Now, what was worse was the fact that all of yesterday I had to eat a clear liquid only diet. Oh, that's unfortunate. Vegetable broth and jello. That does not sound fun. Yeah, I dozed off, but yeah, the job sucks as far as I've heard. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see. I'm trying to I did tell SBT in private what the job is, but I'm hoping it ends up being better than what I've heard. If not, hopefully I won't have to stick with it for too long. Hopefully I'll find something else. Prep medicine was awful. I had to drink essentially 2 Gatorade bottles worth. Ew. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just an idiot. I could walk through here. Okay, so we'll deal with that later. Iris no Kuchizuke. Lilith is Kuchizuke. Would that be kiss? Kuchi means mouth. Is Kuchizuke kiss? Now that I think about it, the only time I've ever heard the only time I've ever heard the word kiss in Japanese, it's been them saying the English word kiss. Yes, Onyx, the Japanese word for mouth is kuchi. He didn't tell me. I got it all through from context clues because I don't have autism. I literally had to choke down the second bottle. I'm sorry. Me at 3 a.m. Staring at the bottle of prep, trying to hype myself up so as to not gag on it. If you stop breathing for a while, you can't taste it, so kisushitai. Coochie lip. That's how I used to chow down bitter melon when I was young, anyway. Bitter melon? I don't know if I know what that is. Gucci is mouth, yes. Yamaguchi, for example, is mountain mouth, mouth in this case meaning entrance or opening. Yeah. Oh yeah, my dad complains about the, like, light? Was that the name of the medicine? Or is that the name of the melon? The fruit? Bitter melon is a fruit that's popular in East Asia. Countryside staple. It's also quite normal to eat in some rural parts of Japan. Huh.
to be honest, I don't like a lot of melon. I like I like melon flavored things, like melon flavored like candies or like melon bread or things that have melon in them. But melon itself, I typically don't like them very much. Oh damn, the ogre killer like really kills them. That's cool. I'm glad. I made that a lot less stressful. Please do not turn my white mage into your sex slave. I don't appreciate that. Blue melon bread doesn't have melon. Wait, what does it have in it then? Why do they call it melon bread? Well, the Japanese one at least. The knife that kills people kills people. Melon bread is shaped like a melon. Oh. Those are the hash pad. Oh right, because those one melons that they have in Japan that kind of have like the no, I wouldn't say like tortoise shell shape necessarily, but like kind of got a pattern to them, I guess. Checker lines, yeah. Fine, for a long while I thought that too. Yeah, because like I literally learned about melon bread specifically because I was learning, like someone had mentioned that like, oh yeah, in Japan they really like melons. They really like melon, like they really like melon on its own, and then they really like a lot of things with melon in them. And then that's when the topic of melon bread came up. So I just always assumed that it had melon in it. But whatever. Regardless, I do like things that are flavored like melon or that have melon in them, but I don't typically like melon on its own very much. But I didn't know bitter melon was eaten in Japan. I usually see it in more in Southeast Asia. Like I know bitter melon is popular in Vietnam. Huh. See bitter melon a lot in Vietnamese cuisine. I do not know very much about Vietnamese cuisine, unfortunately. The food chain in Japan where they eat them, I could see or where Japan Eat Short where he tells about it. Oh, we have it over here since Canada is great with Asian imports. I displace. Here in Arizona, we have a large Vietnamese population, especially in the capital, Phoenix. Oh, interesting. Da-da-da. Hmm. I'm gonna shift you guys around a bit. Oh, there we go. Catch my heart, very melon. Yes, very melon indeed.
I haven't listened to that song nearly as much as I have Chichiyo Opai, but or Chichiyo Moge, but that one is also good too. Our Asian population is mostly Vietnamese, Indian, Chinese, and some Thai. And for us, it's mostly Indian, Filipino, Chinese, and Korean. Ah, yes, we have a sizable Filipino population. I don't know which one would be the highest. Oh no, is she out of arrows? She must be out of arrows. Ogyo. Okay, yeah, she can just defend for now, I suppose. Hint. Okay. We need to equip something for you to fire. I guess let's go with the Medusa. Yes, we will save. Well, first, let's use a tent. I want to do a Zatch Bell watch party. I need to watch more of Zatch Bell. I've watched part of it and it was very good. No. Goodbye. We're just not dealing with you right now. Okay. Should we try interacting with the orb first? We should probably try interacting with the orb first. Can we interact with the orb? We seemingly cannot interact with the orb. Okay. It's this way. Treasure chest. That's a lot of money. We can only ponder it. We can ponder the orb. Oh no! I remember this moment. Okay, so Eberron no O, or the King of Eplin, says Edge. And then Edge says Oyaji, which means old man. In other words, his dad. Uh, and then Eberron no Ohi. Does that mean queen? Ohi? Anyway. よかった。お前も無事だったのね。Edgy or Edge. I just now realized that technically with a Japanese accent, his name is Edgy, which is very funny. これも、エブラン、エッジ、お前もいらっしゃい。エブランを私たちと一緒にエッジ They're being like, you must join us, and he's like, where? And they're like, in hell, Jigoku ni sa. Then Cecil says, Abanai, it's dangerous, or look out, or whatever. Turns out his parents are dead, and they're monsters, and we have to kill them. Can he use... Oh, he got a new one. Kaze... or Kage Shibari? Kage Shibari? Kage's Shadow Shibari? I do not know. Shibari? Wait, isn't Shibari something binding something? Isn't Shibari bond? Yeah. Shadow bind? I think that would be it. Let's see what that does. Didn't do anything. We're not using that anymore. Okay, I am not going to be able to read this fast enough, but basically he's like trying to call out to his parents in the middle of the battle to be like, why can't you recognize me? And like trying to reason with them, even though, they're literally monsters. Let's summon. Use your fire one. Maybe that will work. And you're gonna keep fighting. Or you're gonna keep casting haste on everyone. Actually, you should cast haste on yourself now. Just in case you might need to heal some people, and also it would be good because then you would be able to cast haste on everyone faster. Hello, Satanic Beef. Welcome. Hell is real and this is it. I just got out of work. I can stay for a bit. I'm sorry. Okay. I think, yeah, his parents are starting to realize what's going on. I don't think we really need to do anything from this point on. Like, I think, yeah, they just kind of are like, oh, we recognize that we've turned into monsters. We're sorry, Edge. We'll kill ourselves now. Is this a boss battle? And well, it's a boss battle, but it's a very scripted one. We don't really have to do very much work for this one. Oh my goodness. 16-hour shifts. You are insane. You need to not do that. Okay, yeah, now. I wish I was faster at reading this stuff, and I wish I knew more Japanese, because then I could actually tell you all the specifics of what they're saying, but the gist is they is killing themselves. And then Edge is sad. He doesn't want them to go, but it is the only option. And then his mom says, Sayonara, Edge, and then he says, Mate. Oh, Okay, never mind. Everyone's all sad. Everyone wishes this wasn't happening. Okay. Edge goes, whoa! Rosa says Hidoi because this is horrible. And then Rubicante shows up and is all like, hey guys, how's it going? Ugeya no Yatsune Atena Une o Shiote. Yeah, like if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Rubicante is like, yeah, fuck that Lugaya guy. Even I think this is fucked up. I don't think this is cool. Because if you remember Lugaya, the professor from the previous last week's stream, he's the one who did that to Edge's parents. Edge is being a hothead, getting all up in Rubicante's face. Gocha gocha iten jane. Rubicante said, Watashi wa omae no you ni yoki oru mono waしかし、そういった感情に振り回さ人間では安全な強さは手に永遠にな。Edge says, その人間の怒りデーモンを見せてやるぜ。Something. Basically, we're about to fight him. The Japanese is too fast for me to read in hiragana too, and it's okay. Oh no. Oh right. I think Edge regains a lot of his abilities at this point. So we actually have, which, to be clear, I don't remember if they actually state that he had lost any abilities prior to this. I think that might be something where like they had to rush it in because of memory restraint. I remember reading that when they were making this game, there were a lot of issues of them trying to fight with how much space they could actually fit on the cartridge when it came to actually fitting text for the story. He's been edging this whole time, it's true. And then Rubicante heals us because he's trying to be a gentleman about this. Then he shows us some leg because he's a flasher. Daijin, I'm assuming that's probably thunder related. Is sweet tone, that would be water, so that's probably better for us to use right now. How dare you? That did a lot of damage. Jump. We need to haste ourselves a lot. Rydia, shield your eyes. She's an adult now. She's allowed to see. Rizara. Suiton. You should heal your bro. I know, but it's still fun. It is funny to treat her like she's still a little kid. Haste. Okay, you should use haste on her now because we're probably gonna spam Shiva. Oh god. Um let's see. Libra. Or don't. Don't give us any more information about him, I guess. Have you seen him in 14 Blue? I have not seen him, I don't think. How dare he? Heal. Jump. Who are we going to use haste on now? Probably him, so he can keep jumping. That didn't work, did it? Why did it not work? Why did you... Oh, because he was in the air, wasn't he? When you tried using it. Damn it. He's kind of hot, I'm going to be honest. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I'm pretty sure Rubicante is supposed to be hot in general. So, would like to see for myself. No! Rydia, no! We need you alive! Oh no. His water spell is going to heal him now, isn't it? Yep. At least it didn't heal him very much. Let's cast haste on her again. Aha! We did it! I noticed that like they really made a flasher as one of the main antagonists. Hooray! We did! Yeah, fuck you, Rubicante. We beat you. Aha! Then he's dead. Edge says, Oyaji. Okuro. Tataki. Tataki? Say. Oh my. G. I'm assuming G is like a chancellor for his kingdom. Basically, the people from his kingdom have arrived. I'm assuming. Since they're like my cat is on my lap, so he is causing me some troubles. You probably don't realize. Kitty, he's a very sweet boy. He's also a little he's a little attached. He's very codependent. I love him. He gets very anxious if I'm not around. You're gonna have some trouble adjusting me to going back to work, aren't you? Okay, so we got everybody. Everybody survived that battle, barely in some cases, but everyone did survive. We're gonna just try and get out of this battle as fast as possible, and then we are going to save. Let's use one of the signs. Let's have Ifrit handle it. Oh, okay. Went on a 5-day vacation and my cat was yelling at me when I came back. She loves to yell too much. To be fair, I will still be coming back home from work every day, but he's still, oh my goodness. It's fine. We can lose some money. It's not as if come on, run away, run away, run away. Thank you. It's not as if he's not going to see me for a long time. It's just that even just a few hours, he's going to be very upset that I'm not home. He's a very, very attached baby. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and end it here today. A little early, just because I know that if we progress any further, then we're going to get stuck having to do a lot more. And I unfortunately can't really afford to do that. I do need to do some other things before I go to sleep, and then I need to go to sleep so that I can get up in the morning to start my new job. So, thank you all for joining me. See you all next time. We'll just stand here and ponder these orbs. We will ponder them so good. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.